The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. He juked it, and now running right through it. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And an alley to run. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. How fun will it be to watch Barkley and Elliott go at it twice a year? Here's 1st and 10. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, 55 yards. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead. We thought that may be a quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score as quickly as possible and run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is, while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. To throw is Prescott. And right away he lost the football. But I believe a Cowboy was there to get it. He was, and Dallas will maintain possession.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Here we go, 46. 46.
Prescott now on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The man whose father was a Cowboy, Mario Edwards Jr., in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
26.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Over the middle, complete. It's McKenzie. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Taking it about the 36. Called out a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Barkley already showing the ability to transform this Giant running game as they come up here on 1st down. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Tyrone Crawford in on the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
A handoff to Barkley. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot. And on that play, they were able to stop them short of a 1st down.
And Gold is able to put it through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. So he got free at 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On 2nd down, Elliott. He finds an opening past the 40. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. The tackle by Janoris Jenkins.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. Take it at the 37. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. First and 10. And from down in Miami, an update. The Dolphins, they're out to an early lead over the Bills. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up first and 10. Here's a give to Barkley. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. And credit the tackle to Taco Charlton with a stop. On second down, here's Taylor. Looking for Shepard deep. And this is caught at the 20. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's the... The pitch goes to Barkley. And he's got room. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's second and 2. Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Jeff Heath, the one to bring him down. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it first and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be second and goal now. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Saquon Barkley, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Giants add on to their lead. And he pushed it right. It's no good. Gold now out to kick it away. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. 2nd down, Prescott. And an alley to run. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Prescott looks to throw on first. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Mario Edwards getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
41 for Will. 46. 46.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
47. We'll go 47. Got it. 26.
Prescott from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Olivier Vernon in there to drop him for a loss of 10, and it'll be 4th and long.
Then we're going to 53. Here we go, 46. 46.
Now Prescott on 4th down. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Giants are going to get the football back. They are in the 2nd quarter down in Miami. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. They'll start out on the ground at Saquon Barkley. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now Taylor to throw. Room here to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Taylor able to use those legs of his to pick up a first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On the run, it's Barkley. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Now, before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. The toss out to Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. Play action. Now Taylor. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that third down pass. Brings up fourth. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. And that one's not going to get there. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
Good field position to start the drive after the missed field goal. Here's first down from the 42. Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. Olivier Vernon brings him down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Again, it's Elliott. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. Avoids him at the 40. That good for 19 and a first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Now a handoff to Richard. Down right around the 25. Vince Beagle, the one to bring him down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Cowboys on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. The give is to Elliott. And he's got some space here. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 25 yards. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. Extra point forthcoming. They go for just 1 here as it's up and good. And that trims the lead down to 9. So the lead is now dwindled to 9 as the kick here is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They'll go to Barkley again. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Slow.
Barkley. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Toss right to Barkley. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Third down, Barkley. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with Barkley. And some room to run now. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Slow.
Now it's Barkley. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
It's Barkley on the counter. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Slow.
Barkley, toss play left. And he'll take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Giants are able to grow their lead.
Slow.
Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Flush to his right. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. Gold now out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Prescott again. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Olivier Vernon in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. 3rd and long for Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks, and he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. A first down throw for Prescott. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Prescott on first down. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does, is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Steps away to his left, and he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Desperation time. Prescott on fourth. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. It's in the fourth quarter down in Miami. The Dolphins continuing to add on. They are really rolling. A win would be their first of the young season. Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite runs. Give me your 3 top runs. And right now, you're seeing a guy that's probably using his top runs to great advantage in this game.
He is in a zone. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this.
Slow.
On second down, Taylor. This right caught right around the 6. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Odell Beckham from 19 yards away. And the Giants add on to their lead. And he's got it up and through. Gold now out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Cowboys. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. A dump off to Elliott. Oh, and now he bowls him over, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. They'll throw again. Prescott. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27. First down, Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Prescott. Oh, he stays up. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
On third down, it's Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Slow.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. As a fan of the NFL, for an opener, you can't ask for much more than this.